Alright, let's see where we are here. Alright, welcome to the stream this week. Where's my studio? Nothing ever works the way you want it to start off with. There we go. Alright, coming back to you with some F1 racing, League of Misfits racing at Silverstone this week. Week number 7 of their series. We missed last week's. They ran. Where did they run? I don't know where they ran last week. Spanish Grand Prix last week with. No, that was a week before. Last week they were at Canada. Cooper winning last week. We missed that one. Murph, Mello, and Nathan, your top 3 on the podium last week at Canada. Point standings going in. We're getting ready to qualify in about just a minute or two here. So standings right now, Logical still leading the points. I got these guys yelling in my ear. All right, Logical leading the point standings here for League of Misfits with 93 points, no wins, but he's got 5 podiums. Let's see if we can grab some practice speeds here. No, it's not going to work. So it looks like Cooper was fastest in practice here. BFD, FNW, Nathan, your top 4 here in practice. We just see if they can carry that over. See if they can carry that over to qualifying. You're ready to start Q1 here in just a minute. And we will get rolling. I'm going to try to bring you a couple different views tonight. Maybe do something a little bit different. If I can find. Logical, you can turn your stream on. All right, so here we're gonna get into qualifying here real quick. Silverstone week number 7 for the League of Misfits. This is their 3rd season with F1. First year champion was Murph Mello. Second champion was Yogurt, who's not participating this year. And as it's looking right now, it might be a 3rd different champion coming in. This is Murph is struggling to make up points. He is down in 4th right now, about 29 points out of the lead. It looks like Cooper and Rady with 2 of the most wins right now. Rady with 3 wins, but he is not here tonight. Cooper with 2. Let's see if he can. He looked pretty good in practice. So maybe he can match their wins here from Rated. We are getting qualifying going here. We're working on this stream real quick. Getting this set up. So qualifying to get ready to start. We got 17 minutes left in qualifying. Looks like the first car out of the pits is going to be one of the Haas cars. Looked like that was either Infinity or BFD. It looks like it's going to be BFD first car out on the track. The biggest challenge I have when I'm trying to do this is trying to figure out who's on a flying lap and who's just on a out lap. Once they get rocking and rolling here. So we're just getting ready to start qualifying. These cars getting out on the track right now. We've got looks like BFD and Nova. First cars out on the track. Going to see if they can put down a time. Pick BFD to lay down a pretty good lap. Maybe he can set a target for, or put something out there, make a target for everyone. There we go. All right. Alright, so what we're going to do, let's see, cars getting out. We're going to bring a little bit different view tonight. We're going to have our main feed, what you're seeing now. And then we'll also put together a little quad screen here. We'll have the main view up and what we're looking at in the big screen, and then we'll have driver's views. We're going to have Logical, Nova, and Rambo feeds, their feeds up right now. So it looks like Logical now making his way out of the pit. Alright, let's see if we can get some lap times going. Alright, week number 7 here at Silverstone for the League of Misfits. Yeah, right. Looks like we got BFD on his flyer, going on a flyer right now.
Right, the car's ready. Let's get it out there. Right, we're right on the cusp now. We've been pushed down to P11.
Here we go. Been muted for the last 2 minutes. Sorry about that. I don't know if I can recap everything I said, but here we are at Silverstone. So I was talking about the weather. So it looks like we're not going to have any weather for this race, which is good.
We've been pushed down to P12.
So we are right here in the middle of qualifying. Looks like we don't really have anybody out on the track right now on a flyer, do we? Let me see here. Rusted. Who's that right in front of him? We have Rusted across the line. If that was a flyer, he did not improve his lap, so maybe he's just going to... That was his out lap. He's getting that wound up right now. Really fast, high speed through these first couple of corners here at Silverstone through turns 1 and 2, and you're going to come into this really hard chicane here. Really tight turn into 3, and then you swoop back into 4. Not really a chicane, but just a couple tight corners back to back. And you're hard on it all the way back through 5, all the way down to turn 6 and 7. It's more of a traditional little hard corner there. Right turn into 6. And you're going to get that car sweeping around here through 7. It's a big sweep and kind of about a 180-degree turn. Sends you all the way back down the other direction now until down through turn 8. You get a little short straightaway down into 9. And you're back on the throttle hard. You're not even lifting right here. You're just carrying all the speed you can through 9 all the way down into 10. Then you're going to brake hard through 11 and 12. Let's see where we are. We're coming off of 14 right now. Trying to get that momentum back up to get down this long straightaway. During the race, this will be a DRS zone. See, carrying the speed all the way down into 15. You can see his in-car there too. You can see what gear he's in, but you're going to hammer the brakes hard right here, getting into 16 and 17. Just a little tiny straightaway, swooping around here to the last corner, coming off of 18 down to the line. Let's see what Russ is going to put down. It doesn't look like he improved his time that I could see. So he's sitting in 7th with a 1:28.6. As we were watching that lap, looks like BFD improved his time. So did Cooper. Cooper sitting at 1:27.8. BFD got a little bit closer there with that 1:27.917. Nathan, Logical, and Murph, the top 5 right now. It's going to be tight right there between about 2nd and 7th. Or 3rd and 7th anyway. First two cars a couple tenths ahead, but everybody else pretty tight right now on lap time, so we're going to see what they can do. It looks like we might have Logical on a flyer. No, he's on an outlap right now. Let's see, we'll watch Logical's lap here.
Right, so fastest
Let's see if he can move up from that P4 spot, see if he can make an improvement here. See him heading down through these turns 1, 2, and 3. Coming off of turn 4, heading down into 5, and he's gonna. That's nice. This is gonna be the first DRS zone during the race right here. You should see him get it open. No, I'm not sure why he didn't there. That should help his lap here in qualifying. So week number 7 for the League of Misfits here at Silverstone. Looks like a nice sunny day. It's going to be here for qualifying, hopefully for the race as well.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
We'll watch this lap from. I'll watch this lap here from Logical, see if he can make an improvement. Where's he at right now on the track? He is making his way up towards that back section up to turn 7 and 8. Let's see if he can improve his position here. We're kind of watching the lap times. Wish I had some kind of a stat board or everything I could look at everybody's times and splits, but looks like Cooper with a new fast lap gonna widen that gap from between him and BFD with 1:27.4. That's about a second better than anything we saw in practice earlier. Where is BFD on the track? Okay, Logical's going to finish his lap first. We're about 5 minutes left in qualifying. I would expect this to maybe be the last lap, so we might get one more lap after this. There we are, Logical making his way around that last corner. Let's see if he can improve his time. He's already sitting in P4. He does improve his time. He moves up to 2nd. P2 on the front row for Logical with a 1:27.7. I think we might have BFD out here on a lap as well. Let's see what he can lay down there. See if he can move up back in front of Logical, get himself back on that front row. BFD's been really, even when he hasn't qualified well the last few weeks, he's been really good on the starts. I think it was Bahrain. He started about 5th or 6th and was basically leading the race going into the second corner. So even if he doesn't qualify well, BFD traditionally gets really good starts at the race here. It looks like Rated showed up. I didn't see Rated jump into the lobby here, so good to see Rated here. 3-time winner right now this season in League of Misfits. Expect him to be quick. Where's he at on the track? So it looks like BFD might be finishing his lap first. So BFD coming off that last corner. Let's see where he ends up here. He improves a little bit on his time, knocked a 10th off of it, but he did not move him up onto the front row. So BFD still sitting in 3rd. Let's see who else we got on the lap. It looks like Hype coming out of the pits. I think we got BFD on a flyer here. Where's he at? He's making his way through those corners, 2, 4, 5, and 6. You can see he's got his wing open. He's got his DRS open there. do that straightaway between 5 and 6. You got to get every advantage you can on these qualifying laps. Times are so tight here. If you can just pick up a couple of tenths, it'll move you up a couple spots. Going through sector 2. Let's see if we can see him. See if we can see he makes any improvement here. Good view from good and smooth through these corners right here. Just using up the curb, but not using up too much, but to upset the car. Looks like he might be way off the pace here. Maybe he's on an outlap. He looked like he was at plus 3 seconds there. Who else do we have on the track? Looks like we got Rambo. Is he on an outlap or is he finishing a lap here? We'll see as he comes up through the last couple of corners. Most everybody in the pits right now with 3 minutes left to go in qualifying. Cooper still in P1, Logical P2, Big BFD, Nathan, and Rated, and Murph, your top 6. FNW, who's been really, really quick this season, just had some bad luck sitting back there in that 7th spot right now. Alright, let's see who's on a lap. Let's go back to BFD, see where he's at. Alright, looks like he may be on his flyer now. Looks like that other lap we were trying to call was an out lap. Alright, looks like everybody's coming back out of the pits to try to get one more lap in. We will jump over to the quad view here. Alright, so let's see who's going to be first. It looks like BFD might be the first one to finish his lap. He's on an outlap over, I think, or he's on a flyer here while everybody else is on an outlap. So let's see what he can lay down or see if he can improve on his time. He's a 127.8 right now. He's 4 tenths off of P1, off of Cooper. He's coming up to these last couple of corners. This little short straightaway, got to carry a lot of speed into 6. Trying to lock it up. Good turn in right there. He's going to come off this last corner. And let's see what he can do here. It looks like he's going to call it there. He's kind of scrubbed the lap right at the last second. And he's not going to get, is he going to try to do, it looks like he's going to try to do another pace lap here, or slow down lap, or whatever you want to call it. Out lap. Alright, so who's that right behind him there? It looks like, it might be F&W. F&W looks to be on the flyer here. He's got that wing open down that little short straightaway, so maybe it looks like F&W is going to be the first one to get his last lap in. We've got a caution there in Sector 1. Couldn't tell what it was, though. Alright, so we're going to see here. Right now, Cooper and P1 Logical on the front row. Let's see if they can hold on to that FNW. They started up towards the front in a couple of races I've seen him at, so let's see if he can improve on his time. He's sitting back in the 7th right now, but I think he's going to be the first car to cross the line. And it looks like that might be Cooper right behind him, so we'll try to jump back and forth as best we can. Let's see where Cooper's at. They're both making their way up to turn 15, so we'll get back on FNW and see what kind of time he can put down. He looked like he was green through Sector 2, so let's see if he can improve on this last sector. And he's going to move up to 4th. From 7th to 4th for FNW. A good lap for him. Let's see what Cooper can do. Looks like Cooper... looks like he might be just now starting his lap, so we're going to try to keep an eye on things. Cooper Logical, BFD, FNW still up in the front. Alright, it looks like Murph might be on a flyer right here. We'll see where he's at. Looks like he was pretty quick through Sector 2. Oh, he gets a little loose right there. Let's see what he can do off this last corner. Good time for Murphy. Jumps up to 3rd with a 127.78. That's going to put him only 3 tenths off of P1. Nice jump up and going to put him inside of row 2. We got anybody else out there? Looks like we might have Nathan out here still running a lap. He's coming off this last corner. He is sitting in 6th. Let's see if he can move up. And I did not see what his time was. So,
would you qualify?
So it looked like Cooper going to take the pole. Logical outside the front row. They're going to be in P2. Murph, Big BFD, FNW, Nathan rated, Colder, Nova, Rambo going to come home in 10th, Affinity 11th, Shelling 12th, and Hype. And that second Ferrari going to be back there in the 13th position. Only about 0.4 of a second between the top 4. Most everybody in the 28th except for the last 3 cars, so it should be a pretty tight race here. All right, qualifying is now over. We're going to get ready to line up for the race. Cooper's won 2 races so far this year, so if he can win this one, he's going to match rated on number of wins for the season with 3. Appreciate you being here to watch the stream. The League of Misfits here at Silverstone, week number 7 of their season 3 for League of Misfits. It looks like the weather's going to hold up. I don't see any rain in the forecast that I can see. All right. Getting rocking and rolling here. So we've got just, let me see if I can pull up a little stream here, see where they're at. All right, so everybody's kind of getting their strategy down. We hear some guys going to start on medium, some on hards. Let's see if anybody dares to come out on softs. We go over the quad screen, but we don't want to show anybody's strategy, so we're going to stay right here on the main feed. Matter of fact, we'll just go to the studio so you can see my pretty face and my pretty hat. Jamie was here. My good pal Jamie, the one that got me wearing these hats, so. All right, looks like we're getting on the line. All right, sorry about that. We don't want to show anybody's strategy away. All right, so we're back to the main feed. Getting ready to start here at Silverstone. We got about 10 seconds till we start. All right. All right, so here we go. We've got 5 lights, and lights are out. Let's see what kind of start Cooper can get here. You can see BFD with a good jump in that Haas car back there. Let's see if he can get up in front of Logical. BFD going to take a 3rd spot away from Murph. Murph falling back now to behind FNW. So we got Logical now out in the front. Him and Cooper going back and forth. Oh. So this no contact thing they like to do on this first lap. Maybe, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's got to be challenging once they come around the line and everybody comes back to life. You don't know where they're going to be at. So right now, Logical's made his way to the front. Cooper now going to take that 2nd spot away from Cooper. I look down in the back, and I see Murph have started 3rd, is falling down to that 9th position. So here's our fight up in the front. Let's see if we can see who started on what tires.
Okay, the start was
So it
fine.
looks like we got just about everything. So we got softs, mediums, and hard. Everybody with a little bit different strategy here. So let's see which one's going to work. Logical starts off on the softs, and it looked like that really helped him get a start. Get a jump on Cooper there at the start, but Cooper's fighting back at him, and here's FNW going to come in there as well. So as we come around this back straightaway for the first time, let's see where we're at here. I like to keep that interval up. There we go. Kind of lets us know who's racing who when it gets going. So Cooper made his way back to the front after losing the lead to Logical. They're about halfway through the lap, but he locked up there a little bit. It's going to let FNW get right up alongside him here as they complete lap number 1. You can kind of see the cars coming in ghosted now. FNW has made his way to the front. Cooper back in 2nd. Logical. Tight race up here in the top 5. Cooper with a little bit of a lockup. That is going to let Logical get back up on his gearbox, and you see Logical makes a nice move under him right there as Cooper pushed up. So now it's FNW, Logical, Cooper, your top 3.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to
Racing all throughout here. We can't even get to all of it here, but you can see BFD's made his way to 4th. Right behind him is Nathan in 5th, rated Colder Murph. Affinity Shellon in your top 10 right now. Logical has not claimed a race this year. But we got a caution. We got a caution back there in sector 2. It looks like it must be cleared up. It looked like it might have been Rambo. So it's Logical, FNW, Cooper. Let's see how this tire strategy plays out. Let's see how long Logical can go on these softs. I think I saw FNW was also on softs and Cooper was on the mediums. It's about 26 lap race here. They're going to have to pit it sometime. Top 5 cars just all nose to tail right now. BFD with a lunge underneath FNW to that last corner. It looks like he's gonna make it work as FNW moves up into that 3rd position. So it's Logical, Cooper, FNW. Logical now with the fastest lap of the race there with a 1:30.46, about 3 seconds off of where they qualified. Let's get back here in the middle somewhere and see if everybody's still within a second of each other. With DRS is going to get activated here. Everybody's going to have DRS advantage. Looks like Murphy will lost a spot back to 9th. We got BFD right here all over the back of FNW. FNW on Cooper. He's going to make a lunge underneath. We're going to go 3 wide right here. Oh, I thought for sure BFD was going to lunge under Cooper right there. To try it 3 wide, but you can see Cooper locked up again. BFD fighting back up underneath them, so BFD going to fight for that 3rd position, get himself into a podium spot. In the meantime, Logical has started to check out here. He's got a 1.6 second lead over this fight for a second. So those softs are really working out well for him. Cars starting to spread out just a little bit. We got this 5-car train right here with FNW, BFD, Cooper rated. And then Nathan tagging along there in 6th at the back of this train. So let's see if they can make up any ground on Logical. They made up a couple tenths on him here in that last lap. It looks like Cooper looking up underneath the BFD. And he is going to take that. He almost got a 2 for there. I thought he was going to get up along FNW too, but it looks like he's going to take over that 3rd spot. He's going to lose it right there, and BFD is going to come back at him as they head up into turns 16 and 17. BFD right back into 3rd. A good fight here with BFD and Cooper. Nathan's made his way around Nathan for that 5th spot. And they're kind of closing a little bit on Logical. Just kind of eyeball test here. It's about another 10th on him. So we've got a good fight here for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Oh, Brady and Nathan kind of get a little contact right there. Nathan's going to be underneath Brady as they come off the corner. We are 4 laps into this 26-lap race. League of Misfits, week number 7. Brought to you by Dirt Racing Rewind. If you really like old dirt racing, check out Dirt Racing Rewind's YouTube page. You'll find a lot of stuff on there you'll really enjoy. Alright, FNW is making up some ground on Logical. Once he got into that 2nd spot, he was about 1.6 seconds back. He's made up a half a second. I think they're both on softs too. They are still top 3 right now on soft tire. Cooper and rated on the mediums. All the hard starters are back in the back right now, so let's see how that plays out for them. Let's see if they can make a long run, make it from hard to softs, and make up some ground towards the end of the race. Let's see where we are here. So FNW now close within a second, so he is now within DRS range of Logical as where they head on the track here. So they're going to come on these last couple of corners.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Okay,
oh, we got a caution back in sector 3. It looks like it might have been one of the Ferraris. This hype has fallen back to that 13th position. BFD all over the back of FNW right here. You can see get down in the corner. He is making up some ground. BFD a good run here. Didn't qualify as well as you'd hope, but he's definitely made up some ground in these first few laps of this race as he is putting tons of pressure on FNW for the 2nd position. It looks like softs for the tire to start off on. All the guys on the softs are working out really well. Here's BFD with DRS right now. He's going to FNW is going to give him that inside line. BFD is going to take it. They run side by side up through where we're at in turns 7 and 8 here. And BFD is going to take that 2nd position away from FNW. They were both closing on Logical, but fighting right there. They lost almost a full second. Letting Logical get away a little bit more with this lead to see if BFD can now run him down. But they're going to come back around here. Get on this back straightaway, and FNW is going to have DRS on BFD. Let's see if he can make the pass. They got Cooper right behind him. They're going to come off at turn 14 right here. They get down this long straightaway, and let's see if F&W can do anything down here as they get down into turn 15. Gonna go 3 wide here. Cooper with a big move. He's gonna get by both of them. Great move by Cooper as he got by BFD and FNW. And the three of them still fighting back. BFD coming back at Cooper now, going to the inside of the corner. But Cooper's gonna fight back on that outside. He's gonna take that second position away. Cooper on the pole for qualifying. He kind of fell back here to about 4th or 5th, but he's now making his way back up towards the front. No DRS here, but BFD with a slipstream as they get down into turn number 1 and 2. Good fight here for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Looking up at my screen, I got Nova. Is that Nova stopped on the track up there? Or this stream just stopped? We'll go back over to the main feed here. So there we go. We'll just jump on the big screen. Logical now with an almost 3-second lead. FNW now looking to the outside of Cooper. Cooper fights back on the inside. Good racing going on right here with these three guys between Cooper, BFD, and FNW. And in the meantime, it's that Rated close up on the back of them. So a 4-car battle here now for 2nd. This looks like just a crash that hasn't happened yet. Let's see if these guys can make it through these next few laps without one of them running over each other. FNW now in 2nd. I think if they quit fighting a little bit, they might have a chance to catch Logical, but not at this point now. I think they've used up their tires fighting back and forth there. Logical with a good 3-second lead on him. Where are we at on the track here? We are down that long back straightaway again. No moves going down into turn 17 this time, or 15 this time. FNW, BFD, Cooper, and Rated 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th right here. I'll fight it out. A little lock up there from Cooper again. We saw that early on too. First couple laps he locked up quite a bit. That's kind of what cost him some spots from falling back off that P1 starting position. So it looks like, well, back here at the back, it looks like we got Murph trying to find his way around Affinity. All over the back of him right here. I'm looking at some other times. We'll just kind of scroll throughout the field here. See if we can find some races. Looks like Hype might be in trouble. He has fallen about 25 seconds off the pace back there. Murph had a run at Affinity right there. It looks like he's having to fall back. We got Rated now getting by Cooper for that 4th position. And now he's putting pressure on BFD for that 3rd spot. And he's going to get up underneath them. Up there to turn number 7 as they make their way through turns 8 and 9. It looks like Rated's going to get that 3rd spot away from BFD. Rated, car gets away from there right there, gets a little bit loose. A little bit of oversteer there for Rated. Nice job of saving that car. He cost him a spot, but he's still holding on to 4th right now. Logical just holding on to this lead. Logical's yet to win a race this season. Let's see if he can. He's been holding this lead since the start. Let's see if he can keep out in front. He's got 4 pretty fast cars right here behind him with Rated, FNW, BFD, and Cooper. And Rated has now worked his way up to 2nd. See if he can make up any ground on Logical right here. FNW loses it into the grass. And he is going to spin out right there. So we've got a caution here in Sector 3. Looks like Murph and Affinity are going to make their way past, but FNW with more bad luck. We've seen that all season with him. He's running really well. Has a little bit of bad luck. It looked like maybe he just got on the throttle a little hard right there. Got on the throttle a little hard there and got the car sideways and over into the grass. Good job from BFD and Cooper not hitting him in that spot. So FNW now falling back to 8th. He was right up in the front for this podium battle. But that little slip up right there is going to cost, I think it's going to cost them a chance to be up there. I don't think you're going to run any of these top 4 cars down unless there's some kind of an issue or they make a mistake or something happens in the pits. So we've got Logical. Now we've got a caution now in Sector 1. Looks like it might have been either Coldert or Hype because they were back there in the back when I looked up. Now we've got Logical out in front and Rated, a 3-time winner so far this season. I think he's only ran like 4 races and won 3 of them, or maybe only 3 and 3. 2.6 seconds behind. Let's see if we can make up any time. We'll look back here to Cooper. Cooper now all over the back, all over the gearbox of BFD, and he's going to make a move as they head up into turn number 15, and Cooper's going to take that 3rd spot back. Cooper, BFD, been swapping positions back and forth this entire race, all 8 laps of it anyway. So Cooper on the mediums. Let's see if those tires start to come to life here. What is rated on? Rated on, looks like he might be on softs. So he's on mediums as well. So looks like the medium tires might be coming to life. As you can see, Logical is now the Logical pit. Or what? Okay, yeah, Logical came into the pits. So getting off those soft tires, so those soft tires started to give way. You can see the mediums coming to life here with Rated and Cooper. Let's see how soon BFD comes into the pits. So where are we at right here on the tire situation? So we've got Rated and Cooper now on the mediums, first and second. It looks like Logical came in and pitted and took on a set of hards. FNW also with a set of hards. So we have Murph and Rusted started on hard tires. Let's see how long they can stretch those out. But right now it looks like the medium tires are the way to go. So Rated stretching out his lead over Cooper right now with a 1.5 second lead. BFD still. Cooper's yet to shake BFD as he's still holding the third spot. About 4/10 back. They've swapped position about. They've had to swap position over half a dozen times here in this race. Let's see if BFD can get a run back on him here. And we've got a caution back in sector 2. And it looks like it might be Hype. Hype just getting rolling. He wasn't feeling real good in practice. And he looks like he's struggling here in the race as well. So it looks like get back up here towards the front. Let's see if BFD can do anything with Cooper. They come off this last corner down the front straightaway. Down through these high-speed corners, see 1, 2, and 3. Both BFD and Cooper real smooth through here. Little lock up there from, oh, as I said that, Cooper locks up right in front of BFD and he's all over the back of him. Just looking for a way around. Let's jump back over to the quad screen here. We can see where Logical's at. We've got Logical, Rusted, and Rambo are three cars on the screen. So we're kind of got the whole field covered from, I guess we're all mid-pack at the moment. So 8th and 9th and 7th, 8th, and 9th. Alright, so let's get back here. Looks like we got Murph all over the back of Affinity, and they've been fighting back and forth throughout this race. Murph started this race on hards. Let's see if this is going to work out for him. See if they come to life here. Everybody else's tires are fading off, but it looks like the mediums are still holding up pretty well. Let's see where we are on a tractor. Murph with a run down in a 10, 11, and 12 right on the back of Affinity. Affinity looked to give him the inside there. Maybe just a little bobble kind of move late. Because they're going to make their way through these last few corners onto that long back straightaway. Affinity gets a little bit of a gap, gets off the corner better than Murph. Murph is going to have DRS here, but he might have fallen, looked back just a little bit too far to take advantage of it, get down into turn 15. So this is the closest race we got on the track right now, so we'll stick with it for a minute. It's our battle for 5th and 6th with Affinity and Murph. I wonder if these guys really lock up as much as it looks like, or if it's just the game showing me that they're smoking the tires. I'm not sure, so. But they are going to come off onto that front straightaway to start lap number 11. So this is the only battle we got that's tight right now, so we'll stick with it. BFD, I'm watching that gap between BFD and Cooper, see if we need to jump over to it. Let's see if I can see where they are on the track. They're coming into that back straightaway area, so we'll see. We'll see if BFD can get a run on Cooper once they get down between turns 14 and 15 on that last DRS zone. Then we've got another caution in sector 3. It looks like it might be FNW off the track into the wall. Is that going to be a safety car? It is going to be a virtual safety car. So we've got a virtual safety car up for FNW. More bad luck. Again, FNW has been really quick all season, but he's just had some bad luck, a few mistakes here and there.
Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Alright, so we got a virtual safety car and not a full safety car, which was a good thing. Let's see if they get that car of FNW cleared off the track. Car still sitting against the wall. Looks like he's off the track now, so safety car may be ending. FNW has been disqualified and he is out of the race after crashing on the last corner, so it looks like the virtual safety car has ended. Let's see if anybody has anticipated that a little bit better than anybody else, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like, oh, we got BFD and Cooper both in the pits.
Green flag.
Is it just BFD? No, just BFD in the pit, sorry. I think he'd have liked to come in on that virtual safety car, but I think he just missed the window. So BFD's still on that set of soft tires. He's going to bolt on a set of mediums. with 14 laps left to go in this. That's going to drop him down to that 6th position right now. So we still have this battle here for 5th and 6th, about half a second between each other. Everybody else is kind of spread out. So we'll see if we can watch this fight here a little bit. Actually, now it's for 4th and 5th now that BFD is pitted. Murphy and Fiddy kind of been going back and forth here for a while. It just doesn't look like, it just doesn't have quite enough. He looks like he's going to be close on him here right now, though. As they're heading down, where are they at? Turns of 9, 10, so let's see if he can stick with him. He lost pace on him getting into that DRS zone last time. Let's see if he can stay close enough to take advantage of it. Once they come off of turn 14, you can open up that DRS all the way down that straightaway into 15, and he is stuck right there with him. I think he's going to have a chance at him here to move up in that 4th position, and he gets a good run off the corner. Doesn't even need the DRS. And Murph's going to move up into 4th around Affinity with a. Let's see how far he can go on these set of tires. Hopefully, maybe get another safety car. I think that's what he's trying for. We got Nathan now in the pits.
Okay, so
He took those softs for a pretty long run.
5.0 seconds.
Had moved his way all the way up into 3rd. Let's see what he can do with it here. All right, so it's our battle here now for 3rd and 4th now with Affinity and Murph. Murph trying to stretch it out and get away from that DRS. See if he can get more in a second ahead. And then we got Nathan still. Is Nathan still in the pits? Oh, he's still coming out. He's going to fall all the way back to about 8th or 9th here after running 3rd. So here's our fight now for 3rd and 4th. Murph and Affinity. Affinity is going to lock up right there. So he's keeping that car within that 1 second. Murph just can't shake him. So good battle right here. Meantime, looking up in the front, Rated and Cooper still not have yet to pit. Where's our first car that pitted? Our first car that pitted was Logical. We'll see once he's. I think all top 5 cars have all yet to pit. Let's see if we can see here. I think that's the fact. It is. So top 5 cars yet to pit. Logical's the first car that's pitted. So Rated now coming in as I'm talking about it. He's going to get off those mediums. Cooper's going to go one more time around. So Cooper, Rated, Murph, your top 3 right now. Logical back there in 6th. Logical led a lot of the race early. He pitted to get on the set of hards. He started the race on softs. And let's see how they shake out here once everybody comes into the pits. Rated coming back out. It looks like he's going to fall down. It looks like he's going to come out of the pits in that 4th position. It looks like that early pit stop from Logical is not really going to work out. He kind of came out in this pack right here, but he's kind of looks like he's kind of mired here now behind Rusted. Rusted's yet to pit. Logical on much fresher tires. BFD now right behind him. Let's see if they can clear Rusted. Where are they at on the track? I can't even tell. Really surprised he wouldn't. As I look back down at the screen, Logical able to get around Rusted. For that 6th spot, Cooper still up in the front yet to pit. He's on mediums. Let's see where he's at right now. So I bet he comes in to pit this lap. He's going to have to. Rated's going to have I think Rated had a really good outlap here. He had a lot of clean air. Wasn't really tucked up behind anybody. So I think he had a really good outlap. And I'd be surprised if Cooper comes out of the pits here. He's going to be probably about 3 to 4 seconds behind Rated. Be about my guess, maybe a little bit more. But that should hand Murph the lead of this race. So Murph, Affinity, and it looks like Rusted may now be. No, he's not pitting yet.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.7 seconds.
Not sure what happened with Murph there, but he was ahead. What's going on here? So Affinity now in the pit. So everybody pitting right now. They're going to give Murph the lead. Cooper now on a new set of, what's he put on here? I can't tell. He put on a new set of softs. So he's going to go medium softs here. So let's see how that works out. Look, what did Rated go to? Rated went to hard, so we got a bunch of different tire strategy going on here. Murph started the race on hard, just still yet to pit. Now with the lead, Rated about 5 seconds behind on a brand new set of tires. Logical, BFD, Rusted, and Cooper. Cooper had a... Looks like he ran those tires a little bit too long. He should have came out closer to Logical and BFD on that pit stop. BFD working his way around Logical here. We jump back over to this battle. We just kind of saw it, the gap close on him. So side by side here, but BFD and Logical, they touched just a little bit coming off the corner. And that's going to let Logical go around the outside. Going where they at? Going down to turn number 9. They're still battling back and forth. BFD fighting back on the outside. And he's going to take that spot away. Logical kind of had to, he saw him come up here and had to give it back to him. I think if he'd have fought it, he probably would have ran them both off the track. So Logical and BFD here fighting back and forth for 3rd and 4th. Rated about 3.5 seconds ahead of these two. Rated will pretty much is what's what I'm trying. Rated led most of this race, and he'll get the lead back again once Murph has to pit if he doesn't run him down before that. I think Murph is trying to stretch these hard as long as he can go and see if he can get himself a safety car or a VSC. We had one VSC earlier with F&W making a mistake and getting into the wall.
Push now, we're boxing this lap.
We get back here to Cooper. Cooper still trying to find a way around Nova. Nova is also still yet to pit in this race, but he's done a good job. He's good job kind of holding these cars up as they're trying to get around him. So Cooper now right behind him, and he's going to find a way around here real quick. Nova just nothing to fight with. We'll get back up here to this battle with Logical and BFD for this 3rd and 4th spot. So Murph, your leader right now, is yet to pit. Still on the initial set of hard tires. He started with Rated, BFD, and Logical. Cooper, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. The 4 cars that pretty much were fighting for the lead and the podium spots all throughout this race. Logical looking to find a way over background BFD for that 2nd spot. Cooper now closing up within DRS. Logical, the nice dive in to the inside. As they head down into turn 15, BFD fighting back up on the outside, and BFD is going to take it back again. He just does not want to give up that spot. And a good fight, and that's letting Cooper close up on the back of him. They head down the front straightaway here to start lap number 17 down into turn number 1. It's BFD, Logical, and Cooper, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Murph has now come into the pits, handed over Rated the lead. So it's now Rated, BFD, Logical, your top 3, your top podium cars right now. Let's see where Murph comes out of the pits. It looks like he's going to come out somewhere down about 6th or 7th. Not having the race he wanted. He had a good strategy on the tires, but it looks like it's... I was hoping for a safety car. Didn't really work out so well, but we got this back up here to this battle here for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Cooper's now made his way around Logical, and now looking to find his way around BFD, so Cooper's looking really quick on that set of soft tires. Let's see if he can get some pace here and run down Rated. He's going to look up underneath BFD as they head down into turns. Where are they at again? I keep looking up at my screen and turn number 10. And he's not going to make it work, so it's going to be BFD, Cooper, and Logical here, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. This has been a really good fight, right? You can see Rated right there in front of him. They now head down that long straightaway, that long back straightaway with DRS and Cooper up on the outside. And he's going to make a nice move and sweep back in front of BFD right there. Logical still hanging on to the back there and 4th, but BFD fighting his way back around to the outside. That's a tight spot to be as they come out of the outside right there through turn 16 and 17. But Cooper's going to hold on to that 2nd spot and start to put a little bit of a distance on him. Got a 5 or 6 car lanes back to BFD, so let's see if he can break that 1 second gap. But he's got 5 seconds to catch Rated, so Rated on a set of hards, Cooper on a set of softs. Let's see if it makes a big difference. We look throughout the field, or we look from... We got Logical's in-car view on the top right-hand corner of our screen right now. We got Rusted there in the middle and Rambo down on the bottom. Rusted and Rambo kind of going at it, so a good view of their fight. So we'll look up here from Logical. Now you can see that on the other screen, but I need to show you that on here too. We'll go back over to the cinematic view. Let's see if BFD can get a run back on Cooper here for that second spot. He's going to stay within that DRS range as they get ready to get down to this long straightaway. They come up at turn 14. If BFD can stay this tight, he might have a shot to take that second position back down that once he gets that DRS open on that between turn 14 and 15. Got a little loose right there. Cost him just a little bit of ground. Doesn't look like he was close enough to take advantage of it. So BFD running up on the back of Cooper. Thought he might try to take a late lunge right there. I've seen BFD take quite a few late lunges in this season since I've been watching it, but he's going to hold on to that third position. Locks up again right there. We've seen a lot of lockups down there. So a good fight here for this top, the second, third, and fourth position. In the meantime, Rated is checked out. He's looking to claim his fourth win of the season. He's a 5.5 second lead over this battle here for second. Cooper's been pushing pretty hard on that new set of soft tires. Let's see if he's going to wear them out. He's got about 7 laps to go. I don't know if those tires are going to hold up as hard as he's been pushing it, but we'll see. So here's our fight for second, third, and fourth. There's not much else going on. I see Murph close behind Infinity right there. We'll keep an eye on that one. And looking back, we got Shelling closing up on the back of Rambo. We'll try to keep an eye on that one as well. But right now, our fight right here is for second, third, and fourth with Cooper, BFD, and Logical. Logical, your points leader. I would assume he's got about an 11-point lead over Cooper. So if they stay in the position they are right now, I think, I don't remember what the points are. I'm going to have to look that up. But I think Logical still should retain the point leader or be close, one of the two. So here we are, Logical closing up on the back of BFD for that third position. About 3/10 away. Let's see if he can do anything with it. I had to look at my point structure. 18, yeah, so they finished the way they are right now. Logical will come out of this race with the point lead. Oh, we looked away, and it looks like Murph might have got around Affinity for that 6th spot. These guys have been going back and forth this whole race. Murph now moved up into that 6th position. He's got 9 seconds to get to Nathan. Let's see if he can stay in front of Affinity. It seems like every time one of them gets past the other, the other one comes back at him, so they've been battling back and forth. But it looks like Murph's starting to spread this out. Let's see if he can make a run at Nathan for that 5th position. In the meantime, we'll get back up here to second, third, and fourth. Cooper has started making some distance on Rated. When I looked up last time, he was about 5.5 seconds off. So he made up a couple of tenths here, but he's got 6 laps left to go. I think it's going to be a big ask to catch those soft tires all the way to the end. But we'll see we'll see what he can do with it. He's been pushing pretty hard. I don't know if Cooper's much of a tire saver, but I think that he's going to wear those things out before he can catch Rated. But we'll find out. He's now under 5 seconds, so let's see what he can do with it. He's kind of dragging BFD along with him. BFD's still only half a second back, so the second, third, and fourth battle still shaping up to be a good fight to the finish with 6 laps left to go. Week number 7 of the League of Misfits. Here at Silverstone, Rated looking to take win number 4 on the season. So stream brought to you by Dirt Racing Rewind. Go check out youtube.com Dirt Racing Rewind if you like some old classic races, dirt races, asphalt races, a whole bunch of different stuff. Go check us out. We're trying to grow that channel up, so jump on there and support us. Appreciate your support in the stream as well. So we're back to this fight here. Logical with a couple of mistakes here, now falling off the back of this battle here for second and third. So it looks like it's going to be down to Cooper and BFD here to fight out for second.
8.2 seconds.
5 laps left to go. They're starting the 21st lap. Rated, I guess we'd give Rated a little bit of screen time. There he is. Out there by himself, and stretch that lead back out to over 5 seconds once again. Rated still holding on to second. BFD third. Looking back to Logical back there in fourth is now falling off a little bit. I'm also been watching that battle back there for Murph cleared Affinity there for that 6th spot, and he's actually made up a few seconds on Nathan, so we'll see if we can get up into that 5th position before this race is over with these 7.5 seconds back. We'll see what he can do with it. In the meantime, we're still looking here for second. Looking through the rest of the field, I don't really see anybody else real close. Everybody kind of out for a Sunday drive by themselves. Everybody about most of the field between 2 and 10 seconds away from each other. So this is going to be our fight right here to the end. Cooper's not really able to make up any ground on Raid. It really didn't surprise me. Raid has been fast every race we've seen him. He's been up in the front or right there. And I think he give him the lead like this, or he makes his way to the front. He is not going to give it up easily. Had a pretty exciting race earlier, but it's smoothed out here towards the end. Everybody kind of just spread out, running their own race. We had one car out. We started with 13. FNW crashed into the wall about, I think it was about lap of 10 or 11, somewhere around that. I'm just going off memory. So 13 start, we're down to 12. And why have I had Rambo sound up so loud so long? Jesus Christ. I couldn't even hear me over that, could you? That should have been off. Alright, maybe you can hear me talk now for the last few laps. Damn rookie mistake. I hate when I do that. Alright, here we go. BFD still trying to catch Cooper here for that second spot. In the meantime, Rated has lengthened his lead now to about almost 5.5 seconds here over Cooper. Logical now falling back off of this race. He was right here with these guys for second and third, but he's now 2.5 seconds back. We'll just kind of scroll through the field here, give a little bit of screen time. Here's Murph trying to chase down Nathan. He's made up about 2.5 seconds, but he's got about 3 laps left to go. Let's see what he can do with it. Affinity there is falling back off of that battle. He's now 4.5 seconds back off of Murph. Did we just see a big lock up there? Saw a lot of smoke from Affinity's view there in the front. We'll just kind of scroll through here, give a little bit of screen time. Hype back here still running. I know he was not happy with this car early, but and we'll scroll back to the top. Rated here now 5.5 seconds out in front. We get our fight back here for second and third. This is the only race we've got on the track. And it looks like it might be the only race till the finish here. This BFD is about half a second back here. He's just not able to do anything. Cooper's done a really good job on those soft tires, making them last. He's got about 4 laps left to go here, though. Let's see if BFD can do anything with him. .23 laps, or on lap 23 or 26 laps. This is going to be our fight here. Let's see if BFD can do anything with Cooper whatsoever. If they finish like this, they're going to come out of this race with Logical still leading the points. Cooper in second. Actually, Rated might. Let's see, what's our points? So we got, what is it? 25 and 18. Actually, I think it's going to be come out of this race. It'll be Logical with the point leading. Cooper and Rated tied for second, but I think we still get fast lap bonus points in this, don't we? And I'm not sure who has fast lap right now, so we'll see how that plays out. Whenever we get done with this race. Next race, next week, where we got 2 laps left to go here. We're still watching this fight here with BFD. So we are at Silverstone this week, and next week will be Monza. Next Monday night here for the League of Misfits. So we are in week number 7 of a 16-week season. So week number 7, if Rated can hold on to this, he's going to have won over half the races so far this season. As soon as like about every race he shows up to, he's won. So it's Cooper. So Rated coming up into some traffic. Looks like he might have just put Hype a lap down. And second Ferrari, they're going a lap down. Cooper now 4.5 seconds back, so he gained about a second there on that lap. So Rated lost a little bit of time getting around Hype right there, but still 4.5 seconds with only a couple laps left to go. I don't think Cooper's going to have enough here to run him down. And Cooper's starting to spread and get a little bit of distance on BFD now. He's about almost a full second out. BFD was able to hold about a half a second gap there for quite a long time, but now Cooper's starting to put a little distance there on him. As we start lap number 25. 2 laps left to go. And let's see, we got any other fights going on. Murph was starting to gain a little ground on Nathan, but he's kind of holding pace now. So I think we're pretty much settled between 4th and 12th unless anything crazy happens or somebody makes a mistake. So it looks like our only battle we're going to have is right here between 2nd and 3rd with BFD and Cooper. As it looks like they might be coming up the lap. Hype as well now. Looks like I'm going to put Hype a lap down. Back in that 12th spot. The big fat door has our BFD, as I like to call him, is made up about a half a second there. Got back to within DRS. Where are they at on the track? They are on that back straightaway. So let's see how this plays out for him. As he closes back in with about a half a second on Cooper. And we're getting ready to start the last lap as they make their way up into 16, 17, and 18 down to that front straightaway. As they now put Hype a lap down, so rated now with the fastest lap of the race, though, 29.2. As they start the last lap of the race here, rated now with a 6.5 second lead over this battle for second with Cooper and BFD, as they're going to put Hype a lap down. Hype still kind of coming into play here, even though he's ghosted. So BFD now all over the back, all over the gearbox of Cooper, and Hype spins out. A little ghost contact right there, so now we've got a caution there in sector 1. Hype was kind of fighting there with him, but he ended up spinning the car around. Where did he get going again? Looks like he did. So here's our fight to the flag. So we got rated out in front. We'll try to give him just a little screenshot as he passes the checkered flag, but then we're going to try to jump back on this battle for second because I think we're going to have a fight to the finish line here. BFD now all over the back of Cooper here for the second position. Let's see if he can do anything with him here because they're getting ready to get on this long back straightaway. Let's see if Cooper can put up a defense here and keep BFD behind him. BFD is all over the back of him. Last lap here at Silverstone for League of Misfits. They're going to that long straightaway. I don't think BFD has enough of a run. He's going to look to the outside, but he's not going to be able to get up alongside of him. So we get up here to BFD. Is he going to cross the line? BFD coming off that last corner. And he's going to take the win here at Silverstone. Win number 4 on the season for him. We'll jump back over to this battle for second. And it's going to be Cooper. BFD right all over the back of him. And Cooper's going to hold on to that second position. BFD in third. Logical going to come home in 4th. And it looks like 5th place is going to be Nathan's going to roll across in 5th. Murph coming off the last corner to take that 6th position. We'll jump back over to the rest of the field. Their Affinity now crossing the line in 7th. And Russ is going to come out in 8th. Colder running back there on 9th. Rambo trying to chase him down here. So it looks like that's going to be Coldirt and Rambo going to finish off the top 10. So rated with the win number 4 on the season here in the League of Misfits. Cooper, BFD, the top three on the podium. And that is going to end week number 7 of the League of Misfits here at Silverstone. Rated with win number 4, Cooper, BFD, Logical, Nathan, Murph, Affinity, Rustin over Colder, Rambo, the top 10, Schilling, and Hype going to round out the field with FNW having crashed out early. 13 cars, 12 finish here. I think. So what did I say we were next week? Next week at Monza. Next Monday night. So we'll be back next Monday. So appreciate you being here with us tonight. Once again rated with win number 4. I think when point standings come out, I think it's going to be Logical and Rated, and Cooper's going to be the top 3 once they're done. So appreciate you being with us. Thanks everybody for supporting the stream. And we will see you again next time. I think our plan right now, we'll be here Wednesday night. We'll either be racing the BCRL World of Outlaws, or we'll be broadcasting at one of their two. But we'll be here Wednesday night for sure. So once again, there's your results. Radiated Cooper, BFD on the podium. Logical, your point leader. Still yet to win a race this season, but he is still leading the points. Nathan Murph, Affinity, Rusted, Cold Dirt, Rambo, the top 10. So thanks again for being here. We will see you all again next time.